Alright, hey everybody. This is Hans, the Infernalist Gamer, doing a update on my Paintedsands walkthrough. This is pretty much just being posted to my friends' Discord and the one for Delve itself. So y'all know what's going on. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I took like 30 minutes before. We can speed this up a little bit. First off, here's my inventions list. It is ridiculous. As you can see, there's a lot of them because I make a lot of money and I spend it in inventions. You can see we've got some large creatures now. One Fang, Little Fang, Big Steve, and the Dragon. There's a whole story. Here's the Axe of the Dwarvish Lords. Holding it for posterity. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is the Trapmaster's room right off of the office. It is a 2-chamber room. You can see my TNT, my skulk sensor with the wool keeping it quiet, my trap chest with a bell, my tripwire, my soul killing spikes, and the Durasteel chamber. Last time I recorded, I showed you guys what's in there, and I'll do it this time too. Hey, here's the Ender's Gate and a mysterious figure with a knife, whose face you can't see. Who is he? Why does he matter? Big questions. Alright. That's a little teaser for the plot, which, will matter at some point. Big hints. So, that's the Trapmaster's room. Y'all have seen this. 10s, 1s, 1/2s. 10s, 1s. Thief Trap. Shrine of Fortune. Priest of Doomathoin. Y'all know him. Alright, so not a lot has changed about that. So let's move on to food production. Damn, doing this twice is going to wreck my throat. Hudrick's Chains, y'all know that shit. Here's the kitchen. Here's the chicken coop. Y'all know a lot of this. I was working on this in the last video. The Dwarven Whiskey Distillery that is definitely not making vodka. Definitely not vodka. Okay, in here is the apiary, which I was going to surround with farms, and then there was water, and there was one farm, and then there was Big Steve. Big Steve sits here and does nothing, and we like it. Y'all saw me install this on the turn from the last video. Here it is, updated. We've got fish stocked, we've got a pump, we've got a fishing pier with seats and barrels to hold shit. Here's our brewery. Is brewing beer. Technically ale by the rules. Here we have the corridor of level 3 barricades. There's supposed to be 2 corridors, but because we got the warded chamber of Moradin, I went back and built a temple of Moradin to honor it, so it's only 1 corridor. But we do still have the level 3 barricades. And in here is the laboratory, which you do not leave the door open on, because it is full of goblins. My wife had the idea of throwing down a bunch of seats to kind of catch them and make them a little more manageable. But here's the cat portal to the cat dimension. Back here we have the many cats that have been pulled out of the cat dimension. We've got vats of poison being concentrated. We've got potion of night vision, potion of instant health. They're alchemists. That's what they're doing. I did have a pair of cannons pointed at them just in case, but I decided to go with the Caravan Office instead because I could get 10 trade goods per turn off these fools. Uh, Eventually, though, something's going to explode. I'm not really worried about it. I forgot to get that iron door before I broke it. Well, shit. Here. Anyway. So yeah, that's the airlock that I mentioned so many times before. Or at least what's left of it. Alright, so moving along. So we covered Big Steve. Here is the farm and the mushroom farm. The mushroom farm is handling the mushroom brewery, which is just a bunch of pots making mushroom stew. But don't tell nobody. Over here we got the wheat, and the wheat is going into the bakery, which this is a fully functioning bakery. Wheat to wheat flour, and then wheat flour plus water into dough. And you put the dough on here and it actually cooks. You can actually make bread here. I showed it off before, I'm not bothering now. Peril. Over here we got a larder. And we got an extra stockpile so I don't overmax my resources. Over here we have the hog pen. And the hog pen feeds the butchery. And the butchery feeds the leather workers. And in the cell where we found the axe of the Dwarvish Lords, I turned it into a second larder for pig meat. Whew. So yeah, think that's all the food production. So, excuse me. Yeah, that's food prep. So now we get to the new stuff. Actually, we'll put that off because y'all know already about the military wing. Dorms, barracks, both of which have been upgraded with cobalt armor, thanks to the magic plus 15 gear result. And these guys have also upgraded their crossbows to dragon fire cannons. Behind the fighters, we have the Caravan Outpost, just the same as before. Stockpile, the dragon fire lab, where we have our flamethrowers and our fire cannon, and a dead crystal cave that probably should be operating, but and here's the Doom. The Doom makes it so we have to play with jokers above level 5. And that's why all of my fucking artifacts have come from level 1. See, here's the little potato cannon stacked as flamethrowers. On the other side, past these guys, we have the forge with our inventors and cannon and golems. Back here we get into manufacturing, so we'll just go ahead and handle that. First, mason. I need to add some masons in here. And here's the master builder and his shop with his little miniatures of various Twilight Forest stone things and various cut stones and tools, and the track layer, which is probably going to see you soon. And of course my map's broke, so I can't show you guys, sadly. Back here we have the Temple of Protection. Y'all know about that. Here's the inventor's room with my 10 inventors. The Mad Dwarves now have a name. Back here, I forgot to show this before, this is my musical golem, who can walk around. He's got the marching band trait or whatever it was. Fucking Pig Step. Love that song. Not going to play it on YouTube because then I'll have issues. Here's our mages with their nurse's sigil and their mithril wands. There's 5 of them now. Alright. And now we're going to get into the new stuff, because this is a big deal lately. This is what is his name? Tovius. This is Tovius's stuff. Mixed in, and y'all will understand when you see it. Alright, first, here's a little storehouse. That was the first room. And my hospital. And my temple of purity. I still haven't figured out what to do with this half of the room. But, over here now, we have the caravan elevator, which takes you up to the surface to our caravan outpost. And then their bison pulled wagons with the containers in the back and the big wheels. Multi-directional. So yeah, we got the outpost down here. And from the outpost, I have provided an arcane gold block path for y'all to double check the caravan work. Because we have the tenement and the carpenter's workshop with carpenters. And here's my 4-sized mushroom farm to keep them running constantly. And these will be empowered later with growth hormone. Dyer's workshop with flower garden. Same. Clothier's workshop with pen full of sheep. Crystal cave that hasn't broken yet because I have left it in the hands of my jewelers. I love the fact that Tobias added my optional rule to his thing. Hell yes, so happy about it. Metalsmith's workshop, +5 trade goods. And the stonecrafters. And the masons. And in here is my caravan office to manage that path. So, between all of those, it's like 31 trade goods. By the old math, I'm going to have to do a new accounting to see how high it climbed. But it's about to go up. I'm expecting that by the time I'm done with the design the way I want it, I'm probably going to be getting 100 trade goods per turn without digging into all the alchemy. So that is the first floor, and I am going to cut it here. Well, no, hold on. Before we do that, we got to come out here to the drawbridge. It's still there. The cannons are still pointed at it. We have the second dorms, which used to be the prison. We have freed the prisoners and made them gainful employees and soldiers. There's the old rusty door. Crystal cave that's dead. Here's General Sheba. My wife insists this is the name, and so that's the fucking name. General Sheba. Not Sergeant Fluffybutt. Y'all know that one thing is down here, and now we have a full set of stairs and a lit chamber and a nice reinforcement for that wall, because it is now a tamed member of the hold, and his son, Little Fangs, is in the breeding place downstairs. Alright, the inns. The first inn, the Meaty Mushroom Inn, we rolled a Pathfinder, and we're using Mushroom Brew. That gives... I forget what the Mushroom Brew gives. I think it's double strength for them, or something. I can't pull it up on the top of my head. Here's Funded. He is our Bard Shield Bearer. He is that guy that I keep talking about. My wife is Bartender over here with their little elf pirate get up. Behind the bar here, you can see we built a brewery, and we built wheat for the brewery, and we tried to dig out a kitchen and got an artifact. Truth Witness, Guidance of Resurrections. It is now combined with the ore finder in the Inventor's room. So, I should technically break this down and use the room for something else, but fuck it, I like it sitting there. And from here, the adventurers, plural, can head straight down into level 2. And I'm going to stop this, watch it. If it's actually smoother than the last try, upload it, and we'll do the rest of this station from there down. All right. Wish me luck.